Hi, I am Kavin. You are K20C307. This video we are going to see about the uh, set operations in join. This aim to implement the set operation and join on a furniture company database. In this, it is the joins. The restriction of the joins is it is used to access data from more than one table. There is a several type of join, equi joins, not equi joins, outer join, self join, inner join, natural join, and so on. Uh, and the sets operation union intersects minus x except operator and a relation or correspondent to the relational algebra operation. This union the union operator returns only the distinct row that appears either the result, while the union all operator returns all the rows if the matches if the two is in equal manner, it will be displayed all the rows without combining these. The union all operator does not eliminate the duplicate selected rows. How do they intersect? If the common element will be displayed in this two IDs, intersect statement combines the result with intersect operator, which returns only those rows written by the both queries. The minus operator which returns only unique rows returned by the first query but not by the second. In this query, first one we want to display the department IDs of the administration and the marketing and the departments where salary of the employees are greater than 10,000. In this first we want to select the department ID from the department table where department name in administration and the marketing they were union uh, combine the two departments. Other you want to select the department ID from the employee where salary is greater than 10,000. So the department ID will be displayed in a manner. In this second question, you want to display the department IDs where the salary is greater than 10,000 excluding administrator and marketing department. In this, select department ID from the employee table where salary is greater than 10,000 minus select the department ID from the department table where department name in administration and marketing. It will be excluding the administration and marketing. So we want to select the department deprived the departments table where department name in administration and marketing. And this third question, display the department ID of the departments that has no manager and no commission. If you want to write a query for the department that has no manager and no commission, we want to select the department ID from the employee table where manager ID is null and intersect with select department ID from the employee table where commission is null. So it will be intersect and it will be identify the department ID, it will be displayed. In this fourth question, want to write a query to display the last name and department number and department name for all employees. Select uh, e last name, comma d will be the variable d dot department ID, d dot department underscore name from the employee table e dot department underscore 307 where d will be the variable where e dot department underscore id equal to d dot department id. Uh, in this fifth question, you want to write a query to display the unique listing of all the jobs that are department 80 include the location of the department in the output. So in this first you want to select the distinct E will be the variable dot job E will be represented as an employee job ID and D will be a department of the location ID from the employee table and E will be the department table where E department ID equal to department ID and E dot department ID equal to 80. So the job ID and the location ID will be displayed in a manner. In the sixth question, want to write the query to display an employee last name and the department name for all the employees who have an lowercase in the last names. So we want to select E will be the variable E of employee last name and D will be the department name from employee table and the E will be representing an employee table, and department table D will be representing a department table where from employee table you want to grab the department ID, and from department table you want to grab the department ID, and you want to make it as an uppercase, and the employee table last name and not equal to employee table last name. So the all the output will be displayed. In this seventh question, write and query to display the last name of the job, department number, and department name for all employees who work in Toronto. Select E dot last name. E means employee, represents employee last name, and employee job ID, employment department ID, and department name from employee table. So in this E will be the employee that employee table represents, and department table D represents, and location table L represent where employee from the employee ID grab that department ID, and department ID grab that department ID, and D dot location ID equal to location in location ID, and L dot city equal to Toronto. So it will be displaying as a last name, job ID, department, and department name. In this eighth question, display the employee of the last name and the employee number along with their manager last name and manager number. Label the columns employee, manager, and manager respectively. In this, first you want to select an employee table. In that you want to give an employee E dot last name. It will be grabbed from the employee table last name, and the employee, and employee ID from emp hash, and manager, the manager last name manager from the double quotes, and you want to represent as a manager as an m dot employee ID manager from employee table E, joins employee underscore please from the employee table. In this on employee manager ID and manager employee ID will be grabbed from this, and it will be displayed in this manner. So these are the employee names and employee IDs and manager name and manager IDs. In this ninth one, write a query to display all the employees include King who has no manager. For this you want to select star manager star from employee under table where manager ID is null. In this, select from all the table, all the data from the employee table where manager ID is null. If the manager ID is null, it will be displayed in the output manner. Who has no manager, it will be automatically it will be display an output. In this, first you want to create an query to display the name, job, department name, salary, and grade for all employees. So you want to select employee last name and employee job ID, department name, employee salary, and J grade level from employee table, and each are join the department table on employee department ID and department ID. Join job grades will be represented on J, and the job table will be uh, stored in the J variable. So in this on employee salary between the J dot lowest salary, job grade in lowest salary, and job grade in highest salary. So it will be displaying all the outputs uh, from this from this query. In this, the set of all join operation was successfully implemented in the company, furniture company employee database. Okay, thank you.